Prayers against death. Let me start by saying the richest place on earth is not in America. The richest place on earth is not even in China, where goods are brought out. The richest place on earth is the grave. It has swallowed many wealthy men. The richest place on earth is cemetery. Many doctors have been swallowed. Many engineers have been swallowed. Many pastors have been swallowed. Many great men, noble men, mighty men, kings have been swallowed. People that carry great talent have been swallowed. Some 80, 120, they only stay for 35 years, 55 years wasted. There are some of you looking at me now. Your helpers are supposed to help you to stand out among your equals, but the helpers that have created to help you, death has swallowed them. There are some of you looking at me now. You are not supposed to beg before you eat, but now you beg before you eat because death has swallowed your helper. Some of you, your parents died early. They died because the enemies wanted them not to help you. Some of your uncles that are born to help you, they have made up their mind to help the family. Death swallowed them. So death has no respect for anyone. And let me say this before I continue. No matter how beautiful you are, no matter how talented you are, no matter how gifted you are, no matter what you know, and no matter what God has promised you, if death take you on time, you lose everything. Am I making sense to somebody? And for your information, the last card of the devil is death. When Satan sends sickness, you can survive. I have seen people who were sick, and in the state of sickness, they still talk, they still do things, they still control. I have seen people who were sick, right from the sick bed, they are still building houses. Am I making sense to somebody? So when Satan uses sickness on you, you can still survive. If Satan uses poverty on you, you may not be able to pay a rent, you may not be able to pay school fees, but because you are still alive, there is hope. When Satan sees that all these things are not paining you, it causes disappointment, thinking you will hang and die, but you tell yourself, I will wait for my time. So there is hope. When Satan uses all this attack and see that you are not giving up, the last thing it will bring is the spirit of death. What is destroyed can be amended, what is stolen can be retrieved, but what is dead cannot be brought back. Am I making sense to somebody? So death has the ability to shut up your mouth. Death has the ability to stop you before your time. Death has the ability to make you cry because your helpers are gone. Am I making sense to somebody? There are some of you looking at me now. You have been marked for death, not because you quarreled with somebody, not because you insulted somebody, but because you carry greatness that will put food on somebody's table, because you carry greatness that will change your family. So they mark you for death. But I like Galatians 6:17. He said, from henceforth let no man trouble me. I bear in my body the mark of Christ. The mark of Christ is the mark of life. The mark of Christ is the mark of celebration. The mark of Christ is the mark of destiny. The mark of Christ is the mark of happiness. If you carry the mark of Christ, you carry happiness. There are some of you looking at me now. They program you to die in March. Some have been programmed to die in May. Some have been programmed to die in June. Some have been programmed to die in December. Don't be afraid. I came today to join faith with your faith. Anything they have done to scatter you before your time, any grave they dug to swallow you this year, I close the gate, I close the grave, and the death return, death return, death That return. If the death is coming from your father's house, coming from your mother's house, coming from your village, coming from wherever your environment, anywhere it's coming from, scatter. You will not bury your children, you will not bury your wife, you will not bury your husband. None of you will die untimely death. You will not die untimely death. If you shout a louder than the one I just spoke to.